We get a lot of phone calls by property owners. How much should they rent their property for? Conversely, we also get a lot of calls from tenants saying, why are you charging that much for this home? And the question is still all the same. How much should I get you as a property investor? Because you want to get the most amount of money for your property. And from a tenant's perspective, I don't want to be paying that much, but why are the rents going so up? Hi, I'm Adrienne Harrell with Newbridge Management, and I just want to shed a little bit of light on this. A recent study showed that the houses in the Bay Area, in San Francisco, San Jose, and the Silicon Valley have gotten really, really expensive. As the prices of housing go up over there, people can start to look for other places in terms of rentals and housing so that they can afford a little bit more. As they look to other areas, the Central Valley becomes more and more attractive because we are still within a commutable distance from the Bay Area, and they start to look here locally in the Merced, San Joaquin, and Stanislaus County for housing. The prices of housing is relatively cheaper in the Central Valley than it is in the Bay Area. And what that has done is that as more people start to look to the Central Valley for housing, the prices of housing have gone up. As the demand has gone up and the supply is relatively stable, there hasn't been a lot of construction that has been going on, so our supply really hasn't changed, but the demand has increased. And with the increase in the demands, the prices of housing has gone up. So a home that could have been rented in Modesto or in Turlock area for about $1,200 to $1,300, or that same house could have been rented for about $900 to $1,000 in Merced. We are starting to see about $1,300 in the Merced area. In Turlock and Modesto area, which is Stanislaus County, that same house is starting to rent for $1,400, $1,500, and even more in San Joaquin area in the city of Stockton. So as the prices have gone up, people are starting to wonder, how much should I get for my property? When you are putting your property out on the market to rent, the number one question you should be asking for is, what are my expenses and how much of my expenses is going to be covered by the rent that I receive? That is from the investor's perspective. But you should also consider that just because your expenses for a particular home are $2,200 a month, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be getting $2,300 a month for that home. You have to keep what the rental market bears in mind. And to do that, you would have to do a lot of market study and market research. Go online, find out on Zillow, Trulia, or even Craigslist, which to me is a more reliable source, and find out how much a particular home within your neighborhood is going to be costing and what it is renting for. And when you do that research, and in conjunction with what it would take to cover your costs and what the market bears, you can come up with the best price for your home to rent. And hopefully it won't stay out there vacant for too long, because the individual that is looking to rent the property and sees the relative value for the home in terms of the rent, then they are going to pull the trigger and submit an application, and hopefully you'll have a great tenant and they'll have a great place to live in. I'm Adrienne Harrell with Newbridge Management.